Live. Hope to see you again bright and early Monday morning. Until next time, God bless you. God bless America. Stay safe, everyone.
Rise and shine, everyone. It is Friday morning, April the 19th, and we are so happy to start our day with you. Thank you so much for tuning in and all of the support that you give us. We'd love to hear from you. If you would like to come and join us on the show one morning, let us know what's going on in the community or things that you would like to know more about. Please give us a comment and make sure to like and share the post. And again, we appreciate your support. If you want to reach out, you can reach me directly at Courtney@TV24.tv. That's Courtney@TV24.tv. So it is Friday, and we have our friend Ellen Hurst with Alabama Cares in the house this morning. Good morning, Ellen.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm here.
You're here.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
It's Friday, and it rained all the pollen away, hopefully.
I hope so. We were talking about that, and I was telling her about our friends at St. John's Nutrition. And encouraged her to go watch that show last night. That's one of the topics that they touched on was sinuses and allergies. And
yes.
In the South especially, we get so many. And he was talking about in our region the amount of pollutants because we have a lot of industry.
Yes.
And so it adds even more. So it's not just the pollen, but it's all the pollutants that we have.
I believe that.
Yeah. So go check out that show. You too, if you missed it last night, our very own Lacey Clance was with Matt and Deborah St. John, and they spoke on that. And it's very informative, and it's a natural remedy, and it could just help.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll try anything at this point.
Yes, exactly. They do an oregano, and anytime I start feeling like I'm not feeling well, I take a little bit of the oregano. Another product that they have is called Brain Fog, and it's really helpful, especially that COVID brain thing that happens sometimes. If you've had COVID, I think we all can but that's so I really like a lot of their products, so they might be able to help with the sinuses.
Okay.
Because it's no fun.
Yeah, no,
You're
it's
too
not.
busy.
No, it's not. Yeah. Your eyes are itchy and swollen, and yeah, it's bad.
You don't have time for that.
No.
No. You do too many good things, and you stay way too busy. You really don't.
I really don't.
Make time to go by there and talk with them and see what some of their products that could help. But yeah, speaking of being busy, goodness, you are a busy lady. You've got so many moving parts that you keep up with, and so you've got a big event coming up soon.
Yeah.
Let's start with talking about that. I think we have that flyer there, and that event coming up. You have an incredible speaker that's coming in. Tell us about him.
Well, Tuesday at the Oxford Civic Center, we have a Community Health Series event, and it's every month. And every month it's a different subject. But this Tuesday from 10 to 12 at the Oxford Civic Center, we have Carl Bates, which is the CEO of the Better Business Bureau. And he will be speaking about scams, fraud, and identity theft. And I've heard him speak before. If you haven't ever heard him speak, he is an incredible speaker. Just when you think that you know everything about fraud, scams, and ID theft, watch out because you don't.
Right.
He came and spoke at one of our conferences that we have, our annual conference in November, and he was excellent. And he talks not only about seniors being targets, but he also talks about the newest people, I guess the new people that are that are targeted are people ages 18 to 40.
Wow.
Because they are online a lot, shopping, gaming, that kind of thing. But then he also talks about robocalls. He talks about people like telemarketers calling and trying to get your voice. It's very scary, some of the things that he talks to, but it makes you think, and then he tells you about what apps to take off your phone.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
He definitely does that. He tells you which apps to take off your phone, how to deal with Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all those things. And it's scary, but it's something that you have to we all need to know about. And it's a free program. It's free, and we have vendors that are there, and then we have. The vendors actually bring door prizes. That's their cost of being a vendor there.
Love door prizes.
We have, yes, and they bring really good door prizes. Yes, our vendors are awesome. I have to say that they bring some really good door prizes, and so we want to get the word out. So tell everybody at your church, tell everybody that you know, your family members, anybody, your neighbors, your friends.
In this ever-changing world of technology and all of the things that we don't know, it's better to be informed.
Yes.
You know, it's not to be afraid, but it's to be informed, because if you are educated on a topic, then you are better equipped to handle it.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yes.
I think that's about with anything, anything in life.
I think that would be a really great thing for businesses to send their employees to.
Oh yes.
Because in businesses, they get targeted as well.
Oh yes, and he touches on that a little bit as well. And the great thing is at the end of his speech, he always asks for questions. So I mean, it's a free program, and every month, like I said, we have a free program with different speakers, and where else can you go for free and ask questions to experts like that? So I mean, and he's the CEO of the Better Business Bureau in our region.
Wow.
So
he knows.
Yes, he knows. So I mean, he at the end of his speech, he always takes questions, and he's really good.
Well, I definitely encourage all of you business owners to get your employees. You know, it's what, 2 hours? You said it's from 10 to 12?
Yeah, it's from 10 to 12. And sometimes it lasts 2 hours, sometimes it lasts an hour and a half.
Sure.
But it's a really good, very good program. And we are actually, East Alabama Planning Commission, our agency, my program is the first one in the state that has done a series like this, free education in the community like this, a monthly thing. So we're very proud of that.
Yeah,
we got recognized by our Commissioner Brown at the Alabama Department of Senior Services. So we're very proud of that. We partnered with the Oxford Health Authority to do this program, but it's not limited, and please don't think that it's just to you in Oxford. You know, I mean, it's for everybody. We cover 10 counties. So if you're in Clay County or in Cleveland County and you're wanting to come this way, I mean, Talladega, wherever you're from, we want you to come to it. It's not just for the people in Oxford.
Sure. Come on and join in there at Oxford. There are some great restaurants, so you could go out to eat afterwards.
Yes, or go shopping.
Go shopping. Yeah.
Go visit some folks that you know or whatever.
Yeah, come to Oxford, get this free education. It is so incredibly important for us to be aware of this, because we don't want to let scammers get the best of us. We need to know, so we can say, you're
and
not
he also
taking
will
this from
touch
me.
on the scams and everything that's going on in our area, because there's actually some things that are going on in our area right now. So he will touch on all that, because you know they're the ones that get calls, so they know what's going on in all our counties. So he will touch on that, about, you know, to be aware if this happens to you, or if you get this call, or, you know, if somebody asks about this or whatever. He will tell you all about it. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So
really
don't
good.
miss that free event. That's happening this upcoming Tuesday, April 23rd, at the Oxford Civic Center from 10 to 2.
10 to 12.
I'm sorry, did I say 2?
Yeah,
Well,
12.
might as well make it 2.
We won't be there at 2. Yeah.
Yeah, you could go have some lunch somewhere in Oxford until 2. So 10 to 12 there at the Civic Center. Again, I think that would be so great to have, of course, just a person, but also businesses to have the employees equipped with knowledge, because those robocalls can be super convincing. Like, they can get your boss's voice from a commercial and then put it into a software that can sound exactly like your
and
boss or
telemarketers
employee.
too. He'll talk about that too. Like if a telemarketer calls you, you know, we all get angry when telemarketers call, especially when you get 5 or 6 a day.
Oh yeah.
And then if you yell at them or you say something, this is not, you know, please don't call back or whatever, they can get your voice and then they can use that voice for something else. And one of the biggest things is they can get people's grandkids. That's one of the big things now. They're having, they find out somehow that this person is this person's grandchild or whatever, and they'll call and say, well, you know, they use the grandchild's voice and they'll say, I'm in jail, I need you to come get me. I got pulled over, something happened to my car, the police took me in, I'm at the police station, can you send money? I mean, it's just this, you know, and it's happened where the grandparents like, oh my gosh, my granddaughter, you know, and actually it happened here in our area too. And I remember one of the people that he was talking to said that had happened. Her husband answered the call, but when she got on the phone, she said, that's not her. She's in Florida or whatever. She's not even here, you know, at Calhoun County. She's not in Calhoun County, you know, so they knew then that it was a scam. But it's just, there's a lot of things that you wouldn't expect that they can do. It's really, and it's sad.
It's so sad.
It's very sad.
And they can get so much money, and I mean, it's really terrifying too. If you think about it, you can duplicate somebody's voice and then prey on someone's emotion, because if a grandparent gets a call from their grandchild saying, please help me, I'm at the police station, send money here, and it's the actual voice.
Yeah, and then
really,
you know, and then if they don't, then they, you know, question, you know, and seniors are not, you know, I'm not really tech savvy, but especially some of our seniors, you know, some of our seniors don't even know how to get on the internet, you know, or they don't have internet in some of the areas, in the rural areas, and so they don't really know how technology works. And this is a good way to educate yourself, because it educated me, because like I said, I'm not tech savvy, so it helped me a lot, you know.
Even the people who are most tech savvy.
Well, that's the thing too, because you and I have talked about that before, about the news lady that got scammed. So, I mean,
she was an investigative journalist.
Yes, I mean, it can happen to anybody because they are so good at being deceitful.
She was scammed out of giving her social security number over because
Scary
they duplicated the voice of someone in the accounting agent, in the accounting department that handled her paycheck. And they said, hey, I need to call in and get your social security number and some other really date of birth, so all these important information that you don't really want to give out.
It just goes to show that you probably shouldn't give out any of your information over the phone, over your text, over email. Do it in person, or you know, to make sure that that's the person you're giving that information to. But he goes over all that. He's wonderful.
That's going to be so interesting.
Yes.
And we will be covering it on WEAC TV 24, but it's not going to be the entirety, and you're not going to have the opportunity to answer questions. So if you can't make it to it, we definitely encourage you to watch it. But the best way to gain this information is to go, and that way you can ask questions and you can get the full seminar.
Yeah, because your show's only, the TV 24 does it for 30 minutes. It's a 30-minute show, and it's actually, it'll probably be about an hour and a half program. So to get the full effect, you really should come.
Should be there. And you get to meet people. You get to meet other people in the community that are interested.
It gets you out of the house.
Gets you out of the house.
Yeah.
Gets you out of work for a little bit, maybe. I definitely think, as a business owner, I encourage you to send your employees to this, because they can be. This is knowledge. This is information that will equip them to be able to protect your business. Well, with that, we've got to go to a quick break, and we're going to check in with your local area weather with Lacey Clont. So we'll be right back with Ellen Hurst with Alabama Cares.
Good morning, everyone. We have a very wet weekend ahead. Today, temperatures are getting up to 82 degrees, and we'll have a 40% chance of rain. Then again on Saturday, a 40% chance of showers with a high of 75. And then on Sunday, the high is only going to be 58 degrees with an 80% chance of rain. So if you have weekend plans, especially if you're going to that race, be prepared and bundle up. I'm Lacey Clont with your TV 24 weather.
You need strength, resilience, and hope to face life challenges. and I found all 3 at Gaston State Community College. I'm Jada Pickens, an Office Administration student at Gaston State's Ayers campus in Anniston. Along with attending classes, I work full-time. Life is very demanding. There's a real sense of support at Gaston State. The faculty and staff care about us as individuals and want us to thrive in the classroom and in life. Thank you, Gaston State, for giving me the wings to fly to new, unexpected heights.
Parents, I have something that'll teach your child how to follow directions and finish what they start. I'm talking about STEM. That's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now we're having a free STEM extravaganza on Saturday, April 20th at the City Meeting Center in Anniston. Registration is free at academics.com. It's going to be STEM-tastic.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
Hey everybody, this is Roper & Son Septic Service. I'm Ashley Roper, this is my dad Dwight Roper, and this is Mr. Phil Wiggins. And we're licensed and insured for pumping and for installing. If you can't use, you can. Let Ashley Roper be your septic tank man. Y'all have a blessed day.
I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV 24 News Update. Dubai saw 18 months worth of rain in one day. Storms occurred throughout the United Arab Emirates and surrounding countries on Tuesday. There was about 10 inches of rainfall, which is the heaviest rainfall witnessed there in 75 years. The country usually has a total of only about 3 inches of rainfall per year. The tarmac of Dubai International Airport was submerged in the water, forcing hundreds of passengers to wait as their flights were delayed or even canceled. The streets between the city's skyscrapers were still covered by water as of Thursday. Many individuals wonder if this event was the result of cloud seeding gone wrong. Cloud seeding is a weather modification technique that improves a cloud's ability to produce rain by introducing tiny ice nuclei into certain types of subfreezing clouds. The Dubai Cloud Seeding Program utilizes this technique since it's extremely dry there. Former NOAA chief scientist Ryan Maui told the Associated Press that the cause of the rain was, end quote, most certainly not cloud seeding. And weather reports also spotted 3 low-pressure systems forming a train of storms before the rain fell. However, flight records show a plane affiliated with the Dubai Cloud Seeding Program took flight Sunday. And in sports, NASCAR weekend in Talladega is finally here. Today you can watch the future stars of NASCAR practice for the General Tire 200 and see the NASCAR Xfinity Series drivers battle for the pole position in the Ag Pro 300. Practice starts at 3 p.m. with qualifying at 4:30 p.m. Then on Saturday, April 20th, cheer on the rising stars of the NASCAR Xfinity Series and ARCA Menards Series as they compete for victory in Talladega. That night, the concert will start at 7:30 with Tim Duggar as the headliner. Stick around because Walker Hayes takes the stage at 9. Then NASCAR's top stars take on Talladega Superspeedway in the Geico 500 Sunday, April 21st at 2 p.m. It is sure to be a fantastic weekend. For ticket information, visit TalladagaSuperspeedway.com. For WEAC TV 24, I'm Lacey Klontz.
Rise and shine. It is Friday, April the 19th, and we are so happy to have you joining us. And we have Ellen Hurst with us this morning with Alabama Cares, and the first thing that we were talking about this morning, we want to reiterate, Tuesday, April 23rd from 10 to 12 at the Oxford Civic Center is a free seminar. The seminar is going to touch on all things scam related. So if you want to equip yourself with knowledge so you don't fall victim to a scam, please do yourself a favor. It's a free seminar. Get out there and learn some things. Protect yourself. That's what it takes. Educated. All right, Ellen. Well,
Yes.
on that, so I think that's a really great event that you have coming up. So let's talk a little bit more about Alabama Cares. When you were in with me last Friday, you were telling me about the furry friends that you're able to provide through your program to people who may just need a little pet but might forget to take them out or to feed them. So we don't want that, but everybody needs companionship.
Yes, they do. Well, our program, you have to be receiving services from our program because, I mean, obviously we can't just give them out to just everybody because they cost money, you know. We have a limited budget, but you do have to be on our program to receive it. But we focus on people that have dementia, dementia related, including Alzheimer's disease, because those folks are more isolated and more lonely. Many of those people have had pets before, and they cannot have pets any longer because, of course, I mean, even though 9 times out of 10 that person is still with, you know, their family, they live with their family, but they just can't, you know, take a dog in and out, or they can't feed them, or they can't, you know, they can't interact with an animal anymore because maybe that animal gets between their legs and causes like a hazard, like to fall. Because you know, cats especially have a tendency of like weaving in and out of your.
Yeah, and I trip on my little Shih Tzu all the time. Somehow she won't be in my sight, and then all of a sudden she's right there underneath my feet, and I'm tripping over her.
Right, and so. You know, and those people miss their animals. I mean, they do, and we give priority to those people that are like out in rural areas that are isolated and maybe lonely, because even though a caregiver we have wonderful caregivers that, you know, the family that takes care of that person, they do a very good job, but they can't sit with them 24/7 because they have to clean the house, they have to cook, they have to wash, they have to do other things, run errands, that kind of thing too. So what the program for the pet program is to give them something to help them with that isolation and that loneliness.
Yeah, I can't imagine not being able to have a pet. And
I know. I've had one my whole life.
Me too. And one day that just might be the thing. So to know that there might be the option, imagine what they're going to be like.
Right.
Because they're so cool right now. But to be able to have that comfort of having a pet.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
They do. But we go to their home, and they get to choose between a cat or a dog. We have 2 different kinds of dogs, 3 different kinds of cats, different colors. So we just ask them what their preference is. They let us know. And then we usually call like ever so often on our list of all of our clients, and then we set up a map for each week. And what we do is we go from county to county, and we just deliver those pets. And we do not deliver them in a box. Of course, the pet comes in a box, but we do not take them out of a box. I mean, we don't put them in the box and like give them the box and say, here's your pet.
Yeah.
We actually give them the pet itself so that they feel like it's a real pet, because dementia patients, many of them can't differentiate between reality sometimes. If you've ever seen dementia patients that love babies, like baby dolls, they think that's their real baby. And the same thing goes with their pets. So that we go and we give them and just hand it to them and say, here, this is your dog. Do you want to name it? What do you want to name it? And we have some really touching stories. We also give the caregiver a piece of paper that they sign, saying that, of course, if they received the pet, but also for photo release, so that we can share with the state and on our website and on our social media the joy that these pets bring to our clients.
I'm sure that's such a rewarding thing. It just makes me teary-eyed thinking about it. What a blessing
we had
is.
one little gentleman that, well, actually the last one we had one little lady that we gave it to her, and she was nonverbal. And her husband said that she hasn't spoke to him probably, he said months, she hasn't really said that much. So we went to her house and gave her her dog. It was her puppy. And we put it in her lap, and her eyes just like lit up, like where there was nothing there. Her eyes just lit up, and she just started petting it. She just kept petting it, and she was speaking in her native tongue. She was originally from another country, and she kept speaking, and he said, "She's saying beautiful."
Oh.
So all of us, of course, were there with that. Yeah, we were all like, oh my gosh, trying not to cry, but it was precious. I mean, because it helped her come out of her shell a little bit, because she had animals, before she had got diagnosed. So that was a good story.
And I'm sure it warmed his heart so much.
Oh yeah, he was shocked. He said, "This
Wow.
is the first time she's said anything," and we were like, "Oh wow."
So it's such a challenging thing for spouses to go through, family members in general, and then see that excitement, that joy brought back to the face of someone that they love, that they haven't been able to see that.
Oh yeah, and we had one gentleman that the same day actually that we delivered that one, we had another one brought to, and he was in a hospital bed, and we brought it to him, and he was just so excited because his house had animals, but they were not allowed on his hospital bed or anything, So when we brought the dog to him, he instantly named it, and he was all excited. And then another gentleman who was also in a bed, we gave him a cat, and what was so funny was the household had a real cat, but the real cat wasn't allowed, like in that room or on that bed, but the cat somehow slipped in because it had heard the robotic pet. And the real cat was just like, oh my gosh, what is this that's like invaded my home? Yes, it was just like, it was hilarious, but it was like sniffing it and then all of a sudden it was just like all about the patient, but the real cat was like, oh, this is my master, not yours. It was hilarious.
Back off, RoboCat.
Yeah, exactly. So we have some like funny moments too,
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, how if there were other pets, how they would react.
They're like, what is that?
Well, I don't know if I trust this. Yes. Or maybe they even like it, and then the cat has a friend.
Yes, that's true.
That's how, I'm sure my little dogs would love it, have that little purring without
when I brought the dog and the cat home to kind of play around with, because I do a lot of show and tells and go speak and stuff.
Yeah.
So I went home, and my husband named my show and tell pets, by the way, and we'll get to that in a minute, and happy birthday to my husband, Wayne.
Happy birthday.
But I brought the cats, and I have 2 cats inside the house, and my cats were like, and my orange tabby was not having it.
No.
She was like, I don't know what you thought, but that cat is not coming in my home. And she just like slapped the crap out of it.
Oh, gosh. It's so fast. It should pop. It goes so fast, like 5 hits before you realize it.
It's just comical. But to them, they don't know, But our caregivers love it too. They're so excited when we bring it to them. And at first, sometimes some people can be kind of hesitant about it because they're like, robotic pet, what's that? But then when we bring it out to them and they see it, they're like, oh, okay, this is a good thing.
Oh. Well, we have some good news. We have these pets in-house. So we're going to take a break here in a moment. When we get back, we're going to get to see these robotic pets.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet them. I'm an animal lover, of course, and I think that that's such a great gift that your program is able to provide for these patients. And
yes.
Stay tuned if you want to check out these robotic pets. We'll be right back. We're going to go hear a word from some of our sponsors. Stay tuned. You're watching Rise and Shine right here on WEAC TV 24.
Good morning, everyone. We have a very wet weekend ahead. Today, temperatures are getting up to 82 degrees, and we'll have a 40% chance of rain. Then again on Saturday, a 40% chance of showers with a high of 75. And then on Sunday, the high is only going to be 58 degrees with an 80% chance of rain. So if you have weekend plans, especially if you're going to that race, be prepared and bundle up. I'm Lacey Florence with your TV 24 weather.
Hi, Jake, Regional Vice President of LSI Staffing. LSI Staffing is a privately owned and family-operated business that was established in 1986. We specialize in commercial, light industrial staffing, warehouse, manufacturing, production, and assembly. If you're a company in the area looking for a new staffing partner, we'd love to talk to you. If you're an employee looking for a great job that offers benefits day one and competitive pay, come see us. Once again, you can find us at www.lsistaffing.com.
Gardens on Air is a unique farm right here in East Central Alabama, family owned and operated since 2010. It is the state's largest indoor hydroponic farm. Gardens on Air's goal is to feed, educate, and be immersed in the community they are located in. They want to teach people what it truly means to eat local and support local. Gardens on Air, located in Hopes Bluff, Alabama.
Hello everybody, Scoot from Hooligan Harley, your one-stop shop for all your motorcycle needs, ranging anywhere from our new and pre-owned motorcycle inventory, all the parts and accessories you could ever ask for in our parts department, all the gear you could ever need while riding in our motor clothes department, and of course our award-winning service department. Don't forget to check out our events tab on our website to keep up with everything we got going on. And remember guys, if nobody has it, Hooligan has it. I'll see you soon.
I'm Lacey Florence with your TV 24 News Update. Dubai saw 18 months worth of rain in one day. Storms occurred throughout the United Arab Emirates and surrounding countries on Tuesday. There was about 10 inches of rainfall, which is the heaviest rainfall witnessed there in 75 years. The country usually has a total of only about 3 inches of rainfall per year. The tarmac of Dubai International Airport was submerged in the water, forcing hundreds of passengers to wait as their flights were delayed or even canceled. The streets between the city's skyscrapers were still covered by water as of Thursday. Many individuals wonder if this event was the result of cloud seeding gone wrong. Cloud seeding is a weather modification technique that improves a cloud's ability to produce rain by introducing tiny ice nuclei into certain types of subfreezing clouds. The Dubai Cloud Seeding Program utilizes this technique since it's extremely dry there. Former NOAA chief scientist Ryan Maui told the Associated Press that the cause of the rain was, end quote, most certainly not cloud seeding. And weather reports also spotted 3 low-pressure systems forming a train of storms before the rain fell. However, flight records show a plane affiliated with the Dubai Cloud Seeding Program took flight Sunday. And in sports, NASCAR weekend in Talladega is finally here. Today you can watch the future stars of NASCAR practice for the General Tire 200 and see the NASCAR Xfinity Series drivers battle for the pole position in the Ag Pro 300. Practice starts at 3 p.m. with qualifying at 4:30 p.m. Then on Saturday, April 20th, cheer on the rising stars of the NASCAR Xfinity Series and ARCA Menards Series as they compete for victory in Talladega. That night, the concert will start at 7:30 with Tim Duggar as the headliner. Stick around because Walker Hayes takes the stage at 9. Then NASCAR's top stars take on Talladega Superspeedway in the Geico 500 Sunday, April 21st at 2 p.m. It is sure to be a fantastic weekend. For ticket information, visit TalladagaSuperspeedway.com. For WEAC TV 24, I'm Lacey Florence.
Rise and shine. It is Friday morning, April the 19th, 8:03 on your morning clock there, and we are joined by some furry friends. So,
Yes.
Ellen, introduce us.
Okay, this is Fred, and this is Ginger.
They're so realistic.
My husband
It's so
named them.
cute. Oh, did
But
he?
yeah, these are my show and tell animals that I actually take to all my speakings and take them to schools, that kind of stuff. And I even take them to my first responder training when I do Alzheimer's and dementia training for my first responders. The first responders love them too.
Yeah, well, how could somebody not love them?
Right.
They're so
cute. And like I said, we have 2 different kinds of dogs and 3 different kinds of cats. This is the ginger, or like the orange tabby, and then this is the lab.
They're so
Yeah.
cute. I love them. They're so realistic.
I can tell you, you turn it on. I didn't want to turn them off on both at the same time, but. So this is Fred, and his little tail was wagging earlier, but they interact. The more you interact with them, the more they do. The dog actually, you can hear its heartbeat. It pants, it blinks its eyes, it barks, it wags its tail, and sometimes it'll raise up with its paw. And if you can see, his little paw has little, yeah, it's like really realistic.
We like
it's
that.
really cute. Yeah, his little tail is wagging. There it goes. His little tail.
Turn it around. Oh my God. Hi there, mister. He is so cute.
Yeah,
Look at the little tail wagging.
Yeah. And his little eyes blink and everything. And then they have a mute setting on it too. So if you're if your patient wants to go to church or something and you don't want it to be loud, you can turn it on the mute and you won't hear it bark or pant or anything. But it does take up your battery because they're battery operated, but they have a microchip in them, and so a computer chip, so that's why they're robotic pets. So the more you interact with it, of course, the more it does. So, but that's Fred. I'll turn him off.
He is so cute. He's like, wow.
He's mad because I'm turning him off.
His little tongue is so realistic too.
He's mad.
I'll trade with you. I'll take Fred, and you can
want to take Fred?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello,
so this is
mister.
Ginger, and her little paws are the same. She has like cute little paws, like the little paws on there. Like,
she's a pretty girl.
See? Yeah, yep, pretty girl. And so you turn them on and off over here. So. So, I don't know if you can hear her once she's purring.
She's purring.
Yeah, she's purring. And she gets, I guess, the most interaction with all the people that I go and see when I do show and tell.
She's just so pretty.
Yeah, she comes with a brush. You can brush her, and you clean them both. You can't get them wet, but you can clean them both with like a dryer sheet to get the dander off of it. Or I tell people would like to get a washcloth and barely spray it with Lysol or Febreze, and then you can wipe it down or whatever. But she meows, blinks her eyes, purrs. Oh, she's washing her paw. Here she goes. Wants you to rub her belly.
Oh my goodness. That was too much. I love it.
Meow.
What a comfort that is.
Yeah, she's going back down and she's getting back up. So the neat thing about the cat too is you can put her in her lap and you can just keep petting her and she'll purr, 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 and then she'll finally go to sleep. Her eyes will stay closed. Yep.
You will?
So, and the more you pet them and the more you interact with them when they're on, the more that they do and the more that they'll keep doing. Her ears actually move too. I don't know if you've seen that, because cats' ears will move a lot.
A little twitching.
Yeah. But yeah, these they're hits.
Sure.
So.
Oh, look at she
doing
wants
it
some more
again.
belly rubs.
Yeah, she wants more belly rubs. So
Oh my
there
goodness.
you go. She's just see she closed her eyes and she's purring now because I'm petting
And
her.
what a comfort when your pet falls asleep. It's so nice that you just kind of doze off with
See how
them.
she's purring? She's staying there longer now because I'm petting her. See, she's asleep.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
I
she's not
stopped,
over it.
so she's like, yep. She's like, okay, I get up now.
Wow.
So, but yeah, those are our robotic pets. Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, and even kids. When I went to, I'll turn her off. When I went to a school to go do, I do a program with a school K through 5th grade where I read them a book about their age level about what's going on with Grandma and Grandpa. I bring the robotic pets, and the kids love them so much.
I'm sure.
I've had kids say, "Can Santa bring me one of those? How much are they? I need to tell my mom I need to put that on my Christmas list."
I could see if you just happen to not.
And actually,
have
they're
time.
really good for autistic children as well. And we've had some autistic children in classes that I've done show and tell that really interacted with them. It was precious.
Yeah.
It was moving. So, but Joy for All is the company that we get them from. So you can go online and go to Joy for All and order one if you want to. If you can't be on our program,
Yeah.
so yeah, they're available to anybody. But of course, we get a little bit of a discount because we're nonprofit and we get them with grants and that kind of thing. So, but and we buy in bulk.
I don't want to give them back. They're so
Right.
sweet. I can only imagine if I brought her especially home.
Yeah, that's why my
Yeah.
cats were like, "Oh no, no, I'm not having it."
Because she's so realistic and they're laying back, like pet me.
Yeah, and my dogs, like the big dogs, I have big dogs, so that's like a toy for
Yeah.
them, you know what I mean? But like, a cat's a little bit more on that level, so yeah, my cats weren't having it.
I love how she just sits there all proper like.
Oh yeah.
And she just feels so realistic.
Oh yeah, and like people can't get over their, like I said, their feet. I mean, their feet are so cute.
Let's zoom in on those feet so you can
Like-
see their little toe beans there.
Their little
How
toes.
cute that is.
Like a little.
So cute. There we go.
Yep. Little toes. And their little paws. They're just cute. Their little. I don't know if you can see.
She looks so real. Wow. Thanks, Ginger, for letting us to show you off like that. And he's just a happy dude, this one.
Yep. And his paws are the same way too. His little paws, little paws, little pads.
Oh my goodness, they feel so realistic. That is so cool.
Yep. Yep.
They're
So-
cute. Well, what a gift this is to
Yeah.
those who need a companion. But like we said, kid maybe is a hazard because of tripping or
Yes.
having to take them out often or remember to feed them or not feeding them too much because a pet is that's a big responsibility.
Right, and a lot of times too, but people that are in hospital beds that can't get up or whatever, they have that pet all the time, So
comfort.
it's for comfort, yeah.
Gosh, I just think about that and some of my loved ones who would have loved to have benefited from that. So
Oh yeah.
I am so grateful for what you do for our elderly and for people who just need a little extra love, right? Just need
Yes.
some attention.
Oh yes.
And human attention might not always be what they need it from.
That's
There's-
true, and I have a wonderful team that works with me, and Lana and Candace, they're wonderful. They help me, and we have interns pretty much every semester that come in. And this past term, the spring semester, we had interns that went with us to go deliver them.
Wow.
And they were, it was very touching and very powerful.
Yeah.
For the intern to go into a home and actually see.
Yeah.
So that was.
I'd love to see that.
That was wonderful.
If you ever
Yeah.
need some help making deliveries, I want to tag along.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I could just imagine. I mean, I get teary-eyed just thinking about it. So
Yeah.
experiencing that and to see that joy that you're able to
Oh yes,
deliver.
and you wouldn't think that just a simple, because it seems simple, but to them it's a big deal,
It
and
is.
they think it's real, and it just warms their heart. We've even had a person that cried when they got it because they were like, "Mine, it's all mine." We were like,
And they get to
"Yes."
keep them once they
Yep.
receive them.
And then even if something happens to that person, you don't want to think about that. But if something happens to that person, or that person has to go into the hospital or to the assisted living and you don't want to take the cat with them to assisted living, we just ask that family to pass it on to somebody else that has dementia or autism or that kind of thing.
Could benefit from having
Yes.
a furry companion without all of the extreme responsibilities that they bring along.
Correct.
And you want a little tail wag. I'm telling you, just even having them around. I mean, I was in a great mood already anyway this morning, getting to hang out with you. But I don't know. I think I'm smiling even harder. You too. I can just see like how happy you are.
This is like one of the best parts of my job is to go out and do speakings and stuff. I love doing that, being out in the community. But when I get these out, it's just to see the joy on other people's faces, and they say, "Oh wow!" You know, I even had some people that don't like cats. When the cats turned on, they're like, "Oh," because it was just too realistic. Yeah, they're like, "Oh, I don't know about that," but.
That's so funny. I always I'm tempted to bring my little dogs to work with me because I like having them, but maybe this might be an alternative. Maybe I'll give myself a little lap kitty or doggy to hang out, because it takes so much stress away. Like there's a lot. Animals are such a stress release to humans.
Oh yeah, there are studies that show petting and having, or those that have animals like an indoor pet or just a pet in general, a cat or a dog actually live longer than those people that do not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
there are studies that say that. Yeah.
That makes sense. I love my animals. All right, well, when we get back, I want to talk some more about those speaking engagements and the first responder training. So stay tuned. We'll come back and we'll talk about those things. And so Fred says, stay tuned. We'll be right back. You're watching Rise and Shine right here on WEAC TV 24.
Good morning, everyone. We have a very wet weekend ahead. Today, temperatures are getting up to 82 degrees, and we'll have a 40% chance of rain. Then again on Saturday, a 40% chance of showers with a high of 75. And then on Sunday, the high is only going to be 58 degrees with an 80% chance of rain. So if you have weekend plans, especially if you're going to that race, be prepared and bundle up. I'm Lacey Clients with your TV 24 weather.
You need strength, resilience, and hope to face life challenges. And I found all three at Gaston State Community College. I'm Jada Pickens, an office administration student at Gaston State's Ayers campus in Anniston. Along with attending classes, I work full-time. Life is very demanding. There's a real sense of support at Gaston State. The faculty and staff care about us as individuals and want us to thrive in the classroom and in life. Thank you, Gaston State, for giving me the wings to fly to new, unexpected heights.
Parents, I have something that'll teach your child how to follow directions and finish what they start. I'm talking about STEM. That's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now we're having a free STEM extravaganza on Saturday, April 20th at the City Meeting Center in Anniston. Registration is free at academics.com. It's going to be STEM-tastic.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
Hey everybody, this is Roper & Son Septic Service. I'm Ashley Roper, this is my dad Dwight Roper, and this is Mr. Phil Wiggins. And we're licensed and insured for pumping and for installing. If you can't use, you can. Let Ashley Roper be your septic tank man. Y'all have a blessed day.
I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV 24 News Update. Dubai saw 18 months worth of rain in one day. Storms occurred throughout the United Arab Emirates and surrounding countries on Tuesday. There was about 10 inches of rainfall, which is the heaviest rainfall witnessed there in 75 years. The country usually has a total of only about 3 inches of rainfall per year. The tarmac of Dubai International Airport was submerged in the water, forcing hundreds of passengers to wait as their flights were delayed or even canceled. The streets between the city's skyscrapers were still covered by water as of Thursday. Many individuals wonder if this event was the result of cloud seeding gone wrong. Cloud seeding is a weather modification technique that improves a cloud's ability to produce rain by introducing tiny ice nuclei into certain types of subfreezing clouds. The Dubai Cloud Seeding Program utilizes this technique since it's extremely dry there. Former NOAA chief scientist Ryan Maui told the Associated Press that the cause of the rain was, in quote, most certainly not cloud seeding. And weather reports also spotted 3 low-pressure systems forming a train of storms before the rain fell. However, flight records show a plane affiliated with the Dubai Cloud Seeding Program took flight Sunday. And in sports, NASCAR weekend in Talladega is finally here. Today you can watch the future stars of NASCAR practice for the General Tire 200 and see the NASCAR Xfinity Series drivers battle for the pole position in the Ag Pro 300. Practice starts at 3 p.m. with qualifying at 4:30 p.m. Then on Saturday, April 20th, cheer on the rising stars of the NASCAR Xfinity Series and ARCA Menards Series as they compete for victory in Talladega. That night, the concert will start at 7:30 with Tim Duggar as the headliner. Stick around because Walker Hayes takes the stage at 9. Then NASCAR's top stars take on Talladega Superspeedway in the Geico 500 Sunday, April 21st at 2 p.m. It is sure to be a fantastic weekend. For ticket information, visit TalladagaSuperspeedway.com. For WEAC TV 24, I'm Lacey Klontz.
Rise and shine on this Friday morning, April the 19th. I'm in such a good mood. I've got a new friend. They're so cool. Ellen, make sure everybody knows how to get in touch with you if they are interested in the programs and all of the wonderful things that you're able to provide.
Yeah, if you're interested in how to be, you have to be a caregiver, of course, taking care of somebody, and we have different categories and so forth, but you can find out more information by calling 1-800-AGE-LINE. That's 1-800-AGE-LINE. Anywhere in the state of Alabama where you are, regardless if you're in Birmingham, Clay County, Etowah County, no matter where you are, you call that 1-800-AGE-LINE and they will actually get to what we call the ADRC, which is the Aging Disability Resource Center, and they will get your information and they can screen you for all our programs. Once you go through them, we get a notification in our queue that we have someone, that we have a referral. We do not take referrals ourselves, but if you do call that 1-800-AGE-LINE number, they will get you to where you're going, and they're wonderful. They know all about our programs and everything. But if you need me to come speak, I do speakings at churches, at schools. I do first responders training. Like I said, the K-5 training is called Dementia Friendly Alabama. And we're going to do another one in September for businesses.
Great.
But I can do that too, and you can still call that 1-800-AGE-LINE. But if you call the 1-800-AGE-LINE just for a speaking, you do not need to speak to them, or you could just actually call our main number, which is 256-237-6741, and I'm at extension 122, and you can call me, and I'll be more than glad to come out and speak to your group, or do a class, or Dementia Friendly Alabama class, or whatever. Yeah.
Again, it goes back to education. If we're equipped with that, with being educated, then we're able to handle things a lot better.
Oh, yes.
Elaborate a little on the first responder training, because that's really interesting, because I can see where that is a huge value.
Yes. Dementia Friendly Alabama is a program that we have specific, curriculum. We have one for the schools, like I said, K through 5th grade. Then we have one for first responders, and now we're going to have one for businesses, where I'm going to be doing business, where you can get certified, be a certified business, Dementia Friendly Alabama business. But for first responders, it's a wonderful program. We have to have at least 85% of your department to participate in order to be considered a dementia-friendly department. You get a certificate, a plaque that I give you that says that you are a certified dementia-friendly department that gets that you can hang up in your department, and each person that goes through the program gets a certificate. Now, I don't do CEUs, but every first responder course that I've done, their person, like their fire department, their EMS, they have their own CEUs, a way to get those. Usually they're the ones that do that because they have to have CEUs, continuing education units all the time too. But it's a wonderful program because what we focus on is when you're on a call and you get to a home and that person has dementia, and why are they acting the way they are, or how do you know if they have dementia, or what to say, what not to say, how to act, how not to act. And the other thing that goes along with that is we want to work smarter, not harder. So we want to tell because not all their calls are 911. They're just not.
Yeah.
But if I can give them the tools of what we do as an agency to help them give that out to the community, and say, hey, you might need to call these people for this, or you might need to call these people for that, because we have a Senior RX program, which is a prescription program for people that don't have that don't have coverage. If they're not taking their epileptic medication or their diabetic medication, guess what? That's less 911 calls you're getting.
Right.
Or if it's a 911 call for a caregiver because they're just burned out and they just don't even want to deal with that person anymore, and they call the police. That happens all the time.
It does.
Yes, and that's not the police department's really job, but they do it,
Yeah.
But we're there to help them, to empower them to their departments to say, hey, give them this number, and then that'll alleviate some of your calls and free you up to go fight crime or go fight a fire or whatever it is that you need to do too. So, and then they're like, oh yeah, we need to do that. So it's very receptive. First responders don't like to sit in class, but I have, and I know that because I worked in criminal justice. My husband's a retired fireman, but these have been very receptive. The police chiefs, fire chiefs, they're real, and I work with you. I mean, because I know everybody is on different shifts. I've done it to where I've done 3 days of classes so that we can get all your shifts.
Wow. Yeah, because you can't pull everybody into a room.
No, you can't. So if I do it 3 days in a row, that way every shift can make it. And then, if you have 85% of your department that actually, finishes it, then, and it's only like a 2-hour class.
Yeah.
So
it's so worth it.
Yeah.
Because when you go out, like you said, going out on a call, you might not know that this person, you might think they're acting erratically because of, and you can treat them differently.
And then, we tell paramedics too, which they know too, it may not always be dementia. They might act like they have dementia because they have a UTI or they have sugar issues or they have other things going on. But we also tell them, what to do, what not to do. If they know that they're going to a home, somebody has dementia, just like with autism, you don't go with your sirens blazing, because it freaks them out.
Yeah, that'll just
and they'll get very
more
agitated.
Yeah.
Yes, so it's just we're there to empower them and to help them.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Thanks for all that you do. You do so many great things in the community, and that's so important. If we're educated and we're knowledgeable about these things, and we're able to be good stewards of our community and be able to help more and to be able to know what to look out for. And the businesses, being able to have your businesses to train to know how to handle that, because if someone comes in that may have dementia or Alzheimer's they may act a certain way, and your employees aren't equipped to handle that. And then
we're going to do that. We're going to do that program in September, and so to help and empower you to be a dementia-friendly business and how to do that.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, again, there's their phone numbers that Ellen told you. Reach out to her if you are interested in scheduling a class for your employees. But also make sure to come out on Tuesday, the 23rd of April, from 10 to 12 at the Oxford Community Center, and get that free seminar. Avoid being scammed, fraud, scams, ID theft, what you need to know. And need is the big key word there. You need to know that in order to protect yourself and your loved ones. And so that's what this is about. This is about protecting your loved ones and making sure that they have the best resources possible.
Correct.
So on that, should we let Fred and Ginger tell us goodbye? Should we turn them back on?
We could turn them back on. And just to tell you right quick a snippet, maybe we can cover that on another Friday, but we do have walker squawkers too. And we can go over that another time, but
The
Ginger
Walkers
says bye.
Squawkers.
Yes.
Ginger says, have a great weekend. Yeah, the Walkers Squawkers, that's really cool too. Those are to help them make sure not to forget their walker.
Not to forget their walker. Yes,
Yeah.
the little birds.
That happens sometimes. I remember my grandmother had a walker, but she would go to the bathroom and not take her walker. And she's like, I don't need it, or I forgot it. Look at that. Oh! Oh, how does Ginger feel about the Walker Squawker, though?
She's happy it's Friday. This little hairdo is a little. There he goes.
Don't forget your Walker Squawker.
It's telling you not to forget it.
Okay, you've left me. And this is a situation where a bird and a cat can live in perfect harmony.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, how fun. Well, Ellen,
Bye-bye.
thank you so much. Let's wish everyone a wonderful weekend. And Ellen, thank you for joining us on these Friday mornings.
Thank you.
It's so informative, and we appreciate it. Yeah, so Ginger says it's time. Mr. Fred here says goodbye.
Bye-bye.
So wishing you all a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and make sure to tune back in with us Monday morning of next week. So we'll see you next week. Have a great day and
Happy
a great
Friday.
weekend.
Bye-bye.
Happy Friday.